Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? I know you missed me. I've been going for about 2 weeks offline, but I'm back today with some awesome insight for you guys. I had to go take care of my mom. She was down bad. She's getting a little bit better. So prayers up for her. Please, 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 prayers up. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys and bring you some legit, real deal things that people in their relationships are actually going through, excuse me. When you're falling in and out of love with your man, your husband, your baby father, the side dude, whoever. No, I'm being funny, but it's a real deal thing. Let me tell y'all, this happens more often than you know, especially with people that have been together for years and years and years. Nothing about marriage or relationships and getting it to grow and evolve is easy. Nothing is easy. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I've been married for over 11 years, this second time, and it's hard. It's hard. I have tons of relationship pics and family photos and all of those good things, but let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, out of all of those photos, we was bickering before the cameraman, right before the cameraman said, snap, okay? That's real deal talk. Everybody that's been in a relationship for a long time, you know what bickering is, just for no real reason. That's what we do. That's what married people do. I know that's what married wives do sometimes, but I'm going to teach you ways that you can get over that hump of falling in and out of love. My name is April A. Carter. I'm your certified expert relationship coach to independent women everywhere. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, you've heard the song. You probably sung along with Alicia Keys. Keep falling in and out of love with you. Yeah, you be falling in and out. Like today you like him, today you don't. But one thing that holds true, if the love never disappears, you have a winning shot of creating the best, utmost relationship for you and your husband. And then ultimately your children, your family, because they're going to see that. Now, the first thing that I want you to do, if I'm speaking to you in this video when you're falling in and out of love, is recognize and understand why. What caused it? What triggered it? Was it a particular event or something that happened that caused him to that caused you to not love him the same? What happened? Maybe he cheated. Maybe he betrayed your trust. Oh, side note, just because somebody betrays your trust does not equate to cheating, ladies. There are so many other obstacles that married couples have to go through, and people in relationships have to go through. So what was it that made you fall out of love with him? Okay, now that you got that, think about it. Focus on it. The second thing I want you to do is understand that this is a long-term relationship, if you want it to be. You should not throw it away if there is something that can be fixed. There's something that can be fixed, okay? So I'm referring over to my little cheat sheet, my notes here. So the next thing I want you to understand or recognize is, how long have you had those feelings? How long has it been since you've been telling yourself, you know what, I'm just not into it right now. He's getting on my nerves. I'm not even in love with him like that right now. How long? This is very important. This is very important, because if it's over 90 days of you feeling like this, your marriage might be in trouble. And you might need to gain some outside help, okay? If you want the relationship. If you don't make yourself miserable. Throw them the deuces, okay? All right, so we got those two things. Why you're falling out of love. What was it that caused you to feel this way? And then the second thing is the actual time frame that you've been feeling this way. Write those down. We're going to do some self-evaluation today. Now, let me refer back to my cheat sheet. Okay, also, what caused this in regards to an outside influence? This is a pivotal piece, because so many times we let outside influences determine how we will react to a situation in our own homes. Why? What outside influences are making you question your relationship? What outside influences are making you feel like you're falling out of love with your spouse? What outside influences? If there are none, kudos to you. But if there are some, let's remove those outside influences so you can get back to focusing on just you and him, okay? Just the two people in the relationship. Now, another thing that I want you guys to know is these feelings should only be temporary. But if they're not, you need to know what you can do to change it, okay? What is in your control to fix it? How can you fix it? What is in your control? I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do right now that are in your control to help you get over the hump of falling in and out of love with your man, okay? The first thing that you can do is change your attitude. We're going to change that frown to upside down. So what that means is, ladies, I'm going to tell you straight up, I've been there, done that. You gotta, you're feeling a certain kind of way about your husband, boyfriend, baby father, whoever you're dealing with. You're feeling a certain kind of way, right? And you carry that with you. Well, I'm going to speak for myself. I carry that with me for the whole day. So guess what happens? When this dude comes home from work, I got attitude all day. Now, the argument or whatever happened 2 days ago, 3 days ago, or whatever, however long you drag it out. I don't drag it out that much because I've learned and I've grown, right? But I've been there, done that. Let's change that attitude and make it a positive attitude. What will happen? Just for a moment, think about what could possibly happen if he walks through that door. He's expecting you to have an attitude. He got an attitude. Side note, why do they be trying to get an attitude after we already got an attitude? Like, you can't get an attitude on top of my attitude. Why are you mad, sir? All right, back to the business. Okay, but what about if he comes in the door expecting you to have an attitude and you don't? Instead, you greet him with love, happiness, and a welcoming invite. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, girls, it freaking works. He's going to be like, what happened? You switch it up on him. He don't even know. And that's in your control. You can control that. Now you guys are kind of warming up to each other again. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Switch that attitude. Remove that attitude. The second thing that you can do that is in your control, you can actually create your own happiness. Create your own happiness. Why is this important? I'm guilty of this as well. When we get involved with someone, a friend, family member, or whatever, we kind of go hard for them. When I say we, I'm going to speak for me. I'm going to say me as a woman. I go hard for my people. Friendships, relationships, children, I go hard, right? But what about if you take some of that energy that you're going hard for on other people and invest it in yourself? What makes you happy? Get out your book. Let's write that down. What makes you happy? Think about all the things that you used to do in life that made you happy, that was not for anybody else. And this is what I mean by that. Sometimes people say, oh, I love doing things for others. It makes me so happy. No, this time around, we're going to do something for you. Create your own happiness. That might be picking up a hobby that you stopped from a while ago. That might be learning a new hobby, learning a new trade, learning something new. That might be what makes you happy. Getting dolled up. Doll yourself up. Putting on some lipstick. Whatever makes you happy. Get back to creating your own happiness. If you used to play the flute, pick that flute up. If you used to play the piano, pick that piano up. If you said you wanted to learn how to, speak Spanish, register for that. Create your own happiness. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. Your relationships are all about you. Who you choose, why you choose them, and why you choose to stay in the relationship with them. So remember that, okay? Now, so you got all of those things. Now, the last thing I want you to walk away with is you got to discuss your feelings. You got to let him know what is going on, how you're feeling, why you were feeling like this, and what resolution you guys can come to together. Because let me tell you something. You're not falling in and out of love by yourself. He's falling in and out of love right with your ass, too. So we don't want another dissolved marriage. We don't want another broken household. We want to resolve the issues at hand if we can. So you have all of those tools right here, right now, to start working on that, to get your relationship back to where you want it to be. So I'm going to recap them, okay? The first thing you need to do, let me refer back to my book. The first thing you need to do is remember how long you've had this feeling of falling in and out of love with your spouse. If it has been a really long time, work on that, get some counseling. The second thing is you want to remember if it was triggered by an event or an action. wasn't triggered by an outside influence that caused you to feel a particular way about your spouse and have you falling in and out of love with him. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to worry about what is in control. What can you fix? You're going to change your attitude. You're going to create your own happiness. And then you're going to have a grown-up adult discussion. Okay? Guys, please, please, please try to make your relationship work if you can. And I'm going to tell you straight up, sometimes you can't. That's why I'm on my second marriage, my happily ever after marriage. Because at the end of the day, it's all about me. And I wanted to make sure that it's all about you too. I'm April A. Carter, your certified expert relationship coach to independent women everywhere, transforming the lives of women for over 15 years. Head over right now to get my book, #1 new release, book.aprilacarter.com, and start your lifelong happiness journey right now. Go ahead, go over right now, grab the book, book.aprilacarter.com. Go ahead and grab it. I got some wonderful tools and tips and resources in there. Hope to see you soon. Bye. Love you guys.